Hey everybody, my name is Eric Hayden. I'm the Warning Coordination Meteorologist for the National Weather Service office in Morehead City. Everyone's already asking, what is this upcoming winter going to be like? Are the kids going to have enough snow to get out of school? If you give us a couple minutes, we'll answer some of those questions, what we expect here in eastern North Carolina. We're also going to talk about how El Nino may play a big role on our forecast for the upcoming winter. If we see snow or ice, where is the absolute best place you can get forecast information? We'll go over that. And we'll also talk about some tips to be prepared for the upcoming winter, because just like during hurricane season, it really only takes one snow or ice storm to make a big impact on our lives. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here coming up. When we see any amount of snow or ice across eastern North Carolina, it can be a big deal for us because we're not quite as used to it. Visit our website for preparedness tips. We have a lot of great information on this site. Informational graphics on how to prepare your home, how to prepare your vehicle when you're traveling. Keep in mind, while we may not see a lot of snow or ice, where are you going for Thanksgiving? Where are you going for Christmas? A lot of folks head to the mountains or out of state. So a lot of tremendous information on this website. Please visit it, and you can also use the QR code to the upper right to go straight to the site itself. We get a lot of questions asking about the upcoming winter. What is it going to be like? Let's take a step back and talk about our climate forecasts and make sure you really understand them. They're really broken into thirds: below normal, equal chances, or above normal of the upcoming winter happening a certain way, whether it be warmer or colder than normal or wetter or drier. I really want you to focus on these outlooks when they give us something to talk about. And what I mean by that is, unless the numbers on these graphics are high, it means we don't have a real strong signal and not a lot of confidence on what's going to happen. So let's talk a little bit about what factors may play into our upcoming winter and how confident we are on some aspects of the forecast. When we're talking about the upcoming winter, we have got to mention El Nino. This is an awesome image. What you're looking at here is the United States, the Pacific Ocean, and this is warmer than average water across the central part of the ocean, this little red and darker red shading here. What we're looking for is some warm water, especially off the coast of South America. When the trade winds are weaker, this can really pile up, and the water is much, much warmer than a typical winter during an El Nino. And you might say, Eric, how does this impact us? Depending on what's happening in the ocean has an impact all over the globe, not just the United States, but it could have an impact on the upcoming winter, and let's talk about that now. During a typical El Nino winter, warmer conditions are focused on the northern part of the country, but what we're really watching is the Pacific jet stream can be quite active, and that can bring a lot of wet weather to places like Southern California, the southern part of the country, and then just sneaking up to the coast into the southeast. So as we head into the winter, the primary factor influencing our winter forecast is El Nino, and the pattern is really shaping up that we expect wetter than normal conditions for the upcoming winter. This is how it plays out in statistics. The official winter outlook released a couple of days ago. El Nino conditions favor wetter than normal winters in our area. About a 53% chance we're going to have a wetter than normal year. A near normal precipitation winter is the next most likely at 33. So it's easy to say that chances are we're going to have at least a normal winter with precipitation and then leaning toward a wetter than normal year. It's least likely that's going to be dry. So during El Nino years, typically here in eastern North Carolina, we are wetter than normal. Now, I know you're all thinking this. The next question is, Eric, you're saying that we're going to be wetter than normal. Does that mean more snow? Not necessarily. During an El Nino year, we are slightly favored to be above normal. About a 35% chance this upcoming winter will be warmer than normal. Obviously, you need cold air to go along with that precipitation to make snowfall. But if you like snow, don't let your guard down yet, because really we don't have a strong signal for temperatures this winter. Across the Pacific Northwest, yes, during El Nino years, it's favored to be above normal. In the Carolinas, there's not a strong signal in temperatures. Very strong signal that will be wetter than normal, but in terms of temperatures, 35% chance warmer, a 33% chance will be near normal, and a 32% chance we will be below normal. So not a strong signal. temperature forecast is up in the air, so if you're a snow lover, you're just going to have to stay tuned to see how much snow we get this winter. If we do get snow, one of the best places you can visit is our local website for the official forecast and some ranges on what may happen. Our website's there. In the upper right-hand corner is a QR code. This is our expected forecast. This is what we expect to fall if we get snow in our area. This is the first thing you should be viewing. Another good thing to see is our worst case scenario. This is a 1 in 10 chance. We give you what we think is going to happen. This image will show you the potential if the storm really intensifies, it's more snow than we think, the storm is slower than we think, kind of a worst case scenario, how much we can get, and it really highlights concerns. So from this example back in 2020, we were concerned that, hey, if we're going to see a lot of snow in our area, it's going to be the northern part, Williamston and Greenville. Great thing to view if you want to see how much snow could possibly fall if everything lines up perfectly for snow. Another really neat thing on this website, again, the QR code is in the upper right, is thresholds. You can see a percent chance of more than 1/10 of an inch of snow, 2, 4, 12 inches of snow, and it will highlight on this map the highest percentages. That's another really good way you can see what areas are we most concerned with when you see those higher threshold percentages for snowfall. If you're not a big fan of the map, let's just say you want to see cities in your county, we have a table. To scroll down that page, you can actually change the county to whatever you want, whether it's Pitt, Greene, Craven, and then based on the county itself, it will give you more local cities that I'm showing right here. The default will give you an average across East North Carolina with some cities, but you can get really detailed to see the exact percentage for your hometown. One thing you might see us use this winter, especially in our briefings, is the Winter Storm Severity Index. We know that impacts occur not just on snowfall amount, but other things like ice, blowing snow, and that is all combined into this index. And if we find it useful, you will see this in some of our briefings, really highlighting where major to extreme impacts can be. Because again, it might only be 2 inches of snow, but if it's a wet snow and we're having temperatures falling rapidly below freezing, that could have a huge impact on an area. So we're really trying to transition from just focusing on numbers, 2, 3, 4 inches of snow, and instead focusing in on the impact for our community. You can find all of this information on the website listed above. We've got a QR code for that. We've got some ongoing winter storms across the country, so even when we do not have severe weather, winter weather in our area, you can visit this website and kind of see how it's used all across the country and get used to it. Everything we've talked about so far has been snow, 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 ice, ice, ice. But in reality, some of our most impactful winter weather are coastal storms, nor'easters, high winds, high water. So if you're new to the area, we've been through hurricane season, don't let your guard down. Some of our most impactful storms can occur during the winter months. So if you live in a low-lying area, if you're in an area that's vulnerable to flooding, you need to pay attention to our forecast. Some of those impacts, again, can be higher than any named storm that we see during hurricane season. So please remember that. If you're looking for some resources on flooding, visit our website. There's a coastal flood section. Again, the QR code in the upper right will take you directly to that. You can view current water levels, how high the water may get. And then if you're newer to the area or just want to learn a little bit more, we've got some flood maps and also some local resources specifically on the king tides and the types of coastal flooding we have in our area. One of the last things I want to end with are weather briefings. A lot of you, if you're a core partner, you should be getting these via your email. So if you're not signed up and you're a core partner, we're talking emergency managers, media, not the general public, please send me an email and we'll get you signed up for that. For the public that's watching this video, you're not left out. If you click on the QR code in the upper right, you will get something very similar. So you do have access to this in a different format. And these are some of the types of things we would be sending out. Graphics on where we think the snow may be, onset of changeover to snow, some special information. If you go to this website during quiet weather, you're not going to see anything. But when there's active weather, snow, ice, coastal flooding, and of course severe weather or hurricanes during the spring and summer and fall, we will put briefings out for those as well. Please follow us on social media, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and also Instagram. A good way to really tailor our message. If we have any chance of snow here in eastern North Carolina, sometimes you'll see those maps many days out. Please follow trusted resources. If you're curious about what may happen, visit our website. We've showed you that throughout this presentation. And follow us on Facebook and social media, wherever you want to follow us. If something's going to happen weather-wise, we're going to talk about it, so please follow us. We will have outstanding graphics like this in terms of any upcoming bad weather this winter. If you have any questions, please send me an email. My name is Eric Hayden. The email is at the bottom of your screen. And one of the biggest compliments you can give us, if you like information like this, give us a comment, shoot us an email, and share. We need that message out into the community, and we certainly appreciate it.